Cool, so I'm just gonna walk through. So this one is my videography shot list planner. Let me just pull it up for you. So we have, so this is the videography shot list planner. Now, if you did watch my last video within 24 hours, the first 24 hours of the video, I give this away for free. So basically, I'm just going to walk through. I'm going to do a video on this shot list planner because it is useful for when you're planning out your content and your shoots. So basically, how it works is so I love this website. It's called EyeCandy, and EyeCandy is a visual website with many types of shots. Okay, so all these types of camera movements, angles, stylistic shot, anything you can think of, they have this cool library of everything here. So I use this a lot when I'm trying to get inspiration. Maybe I want to try something new, or I just want to add a little bit of spice to a video. So what I've done is I've linked it in there. I mean, you can just go there, it's eyecandy.com. And what I've done here is I've put in a few of the shots. Now, these shots are going to depend on what you're shooting. So it's not necessarily going to be ultra wide. You're going to write out the shot that you're trying to achieve. So maybe you're doing, like, let's say ultra wide shot, talent, on the cliffs, backdrop is, the ocean, the clouds. You describe the shot there, and that'll be shot one. So then you can just put in your camera. So I use Sony a7S III. We can pop that in. And then what I'll do is I'll sort of have a think about the focal length. So because it's an ultra wide shot, I would shoot on a 12 to 24. So I would do that 12mm. And then also we have the shot type, which is all listed out here. So I'd have that one as static and also ultra wide. So you can just go in and they're all there. It's all populated. It's all organized. And then I have the execution. So whether it's a gimbal, handheld, tripod, a few other types of setups there, and you can add in. This is totally 100% customizable, this whole Notion document. So if you've got another way to execute the shot, maybe you've got a specific shot type that I haven't included here, you can add it all in. So feel free to update it and customize it, make it fit your workflow exactly. And then I'll put in a note here, how to shoot. So I'll just put a note how I'm going to execute it on the day. And it just means, like, when I'm running through a shot list or when I'm executing on a video, everything's written down. And if I just kind of get not lost, but if I kind of get like, okay, where are we up to in the shoot, what's happening now, I'll be able to just jump in here and say, okay, right, we're shooting the ultra wide, let's see, okay, how to shoot it. It just gives me like a little reminder when I'm on the location or on the set, just to what we're doing next. It just means, like, you're not having to remember everything and just like trail through your thoughts of what you're trying to do. Obviously you want to have some room for like creative flexibility, but if you're shooting to a brief or a client brief that you need to execute on like specific shots, like this is a great way to just structure, manage and organize your whole shoot. So next I'll put in a reference image. So for example, I'll either take it from EyeCandy, or if I've shot something before that's ultra wide or like a similar scene that I'm trying to go for, I'll just pop it in there. And then if I want to put a link to EyeCandy, you can do that if you want, sometimes I like to do it because I like to just go on there and just look at different things. It just sparks ideas and sort of, gets the creative juices flowing. And then here we'll have the status, whether it's done, and then camera settings. So generally I shoot, 50 frames a second. So it means I'll have my shutter speed 1/100 and then the shot number. And then if we're shooting to a script, so for example, if there's some dialogue or a voiceover, I'll just have it here on the script section. So I know what we're filming to correspond to which part of the script. Now, the reason this is great is because once you've gone through, I've done this many times where I've built out the whole shot list planner. And then what I do is I just send it to the client. You can just share with them and pop in their email. They'll get a notification. They'll be able to jump in and see this whole shot list planner like straight off, and you know, they can go through themselves and be like, okay, I like that shot, I like the way this is done, that makes sense. Oh, I don't know about that, can we maybe change it, or can we, I don't know, adjust that part of the script? You know, maybe they'll have some questions on how you're going to execute it, or maybe they'll sort of think, okay, oh, okay, well, you're going to be shooting on a tripod, you know, is there enough room for this shot at this location? You know, all these different things. It just gets everything down, keeps everything super clear, and basically just means the client can tick off on it. And then, you know, you can bring this with you on your shoot day, have your laptop, and as you go, just go through the status here and just sort of update them as you go. So really great tool, really powerful, really handy, super customizable, so you can easily just update, play around with it, move things around. You can add in different charts. You can put in, like, you have your calendar view, you know, you can put timelines, everything. It's great. And another thing, so there's been so many times where I forgot something. So there was once, like one of the recent shoots, I had all my batteries like in the cupboard in the chargers. I forgot to lift them all. I was in the Uber, and luckily I'd only just got in the Uber. I was driving down the street and remembered, so I had to come the whole way back. Ended up I had to pay like an extra $20 for the taxi. To prevent that, I've created my pre-shoot checklist, which sometimes I'll admit I don't do it, but it should be good practice to do it before, you know, even the night before or the morning of a shoot. Just go through and think, okay, camera body, backup body, you know, whatever lenses that you're shooting on or planning to bring for this particular shoot, you know, just put them in here, tick them off. Your monitor, if you're shooting with a monitor on your camera, which microphones you're going to be. Is it going to be a shotgun mic? You need a lav, little bits and pieces. Like there's so many like pieces of like just things that you need for shoots, like screwdrivers and ND filters and lens caps and just all these little bits and pieces that just can fly everywhere, and you can lose them super easy as well. So I've got it all listed out here. You can just go through, check it off. Are the batteries charged? That's important. SD cards, are they empty? Have you got backup SD cards? I've been on a shoot where this is a couple of years ago, I forgot to put the SD cards into my camera. I'm sure you can relate to this. I'm sure everyone's done it at some point. No SD card in. Driving to the thing is an hour away. Get to the location, I have no SD cards. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to make some excuse. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and do something. I took an Uber to the closest JB Hi-Fi, which was 30 minutes away. So I was an hour to get there, get the SD cards, thank God, and then get back to the location. I missed an hour of filming and people were probably wondering what I was doing, but SD cards, we don't want to forget them. So tick it off, check. And yeah, things like your quick release plates for your gimbal, everything's here. And great little tool, super convenient. Yeah, go and check it out. Currently it is set at $0, but there is an option on Gumroad where you can decide what to pay. So if you want to pay $1, if you want to pay $100, I doubt anybody would want to do that, but you know, if you want to just throw in like $1 or $2, you know, feel free, but no pressure. It's there to download. You know, I do want to make these tools accessible to the people that, you know, are just starting out as well. So they don't have a lot of cash flow. They don't have a lot of money coming in from jobs. And, you know, the people who do have jobs or can afford it, have plenty of shoots, you know, feel free to cover a bit of the cost. But great tool. Go ahead, check it out. Links down below and you can download it today. I'm going to be adding tools as I go. So I've got things like my sales forecasting, my legal contracts, you know, these shot list planners and more productivity tools. I'll be adding, and I just basically want to build up the full catalog for creators. So, you know, if you need a contract, boom, go get it. If you need a shot list planner, boom, go get it. If you need some business tools, sales forecasting, boom, go get it. So I just want to have that accessibility for everybody that can just jump in, download what they need, and also would love to get feedback on things that would be useful, like tools or little bits and pieces that you could use. So If there's a certain tool that you want me to develop, or like little features that you would like to see added to some of these tools, please comment below, let me know, and happy to work on them and build them out. Just so there's going to be a whole ecosystem of resources affordable for everybody. And yeah, that's kind of the goal for this one. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Actually, before I forget, what I do is the first 24 hours of every video going live, I put a free tool into Gumroad. So the video will drop, there'll be a product there for free, something that I might be talking about in the video, or just something. It's free for 24 hours, so you can just go, boom, go in and download it for free. After 24 hours, I'll put the paywall back up. So to ensure that you don't miss those products, you can subscribe and hit the bell, because the bell will notify you when the video drops where the free product is. Boom, genius, amazing, love it. See you in the next one.